everyone, my name is Liz Robeson, Alyssa Robeson, my bad, where I review books that I read. And this is all in the journey of finding that one book that brings back my passion of reading and writing back. Today's book, I am going to do this, I'm going to record as I read, because this thing is huge. The book is A Daughter of the Moon Goddess by Su Lin Tan. So, there's that. It's such a gorgeous cover, that's why I grabbed it. It looks so beautiful. It's about Chinese folklore. That's all I know so far. I'm about a third of the way right now. So I figured I'd do like different parts and record as I go. Because like I said, it's a big book. Anyways, the first few pages I'm in, we learn about our main character. Let me look up her name. Jingyan. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm not very good at Chinese. I apologize if I mispronounce anything. But anyways, Jingyan, she's living peacefully with her mother on the moon, because her mother is the moon goddess. And her mother is starting to reveal like some of her secrets and stuff, like about her father and all that, and blah 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 blah. And then suddenly the Empress shows up because Jingyan accessed her powers without knowing what her powers were, and it alerted the Empress, so she showed up. And then now Jingyan is hiding away in the celestial realm, and she becomes an attendant, then somehow meets the Crown Prince and becomes his attendant and his study partner, and she's trying to get powerful enough to break the spell that has her mother imprisoned on the moon. So she's trying to bring her family back together. That's as far as I got. Like I said, I grabbed this book because it looks so gorgeous. It's so pretty. Look at that. But how I watch Chinese dramas, so as I'm reading this, I'm just picturing a Chinese drama playing in my head, and how it plays in this book is exactly like a Chinese drama. It's very slow in the beginning, so I'm hoping it will pick up eventually. But yeah, that's what it reminds me of as I'm reading it. It reminds me of a Chinese drama. But like I said, I'm only at the part where she is being a study partner of the prince right now. So far, it's okay. It's like a 2 right now, because it's kind of like trying to do like the world building and the characters and everything. There is a hint of romance developing right now, so well, I'll let you guys know once I get a little further. Hello! Alright, I'm back for an update for Goddess, or Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Please excuse the mosquito bite on my neck. I had a garage sale today. But anyways, I don't think I mentioned this yet. Story does have 3 parts to it. It's broken into parts. So part 1 is like the story building, her time as a companion for the Crown Prince and everything. Part 2, which makes the story more interesting, is her time in the Celestial Army, serving the Celestial Kingdom. I said realm the last time, it's kingdom. And everything, and it tells about her different stories and everything. The different monsters she defeats and all that. Like Jinlu, the snake demon, I think. Like I said, I'm not very good at pronunciation for Chinese. I'm trying to remember also the book. I literally just finished it today. Yeah, I finished it. Because the second part was very good. Part 3. I can't tell you anything about part 3 because the third part in this book, a lot happens. There's even a twist in there, so I can't tell you about part 3. I can tell you about part 2, so, but I can't tell you about part 3 because that will just reveal everything in the part 3 and it will just ruin the whole story. So I highly recommend you guys get this book. Like I said, it's like a Chinese drama. It's slow in the beginning, and then it picks up. Like part 2 is her army time, doing all these dangerous missions in order to get the Emperor's attention, to get the Crimson Lion Talisman. That is her main goal, because with this talisman, she is able to ask for a favor, and she's thinking, oh, I can use this talisman to free my mother from her prison on the moon. So there's that. And part 2, what led to part 2 and her joining the army and leaving her companion being a study companion to the Crown Prince, is because they did have a romance. He loved her, she loved him, but she decided to leave when she found out he was betrothed to another. So he was to be married to another. And she didn't want to be like some side piece. She said she deserved more than that, so she left. And she started working with this captain, which also created some romance there. But all I have to say is this girl has no luck with men right now in parts 1 and 2. So, I feel bad for her because her captain lover decides in part 2 that he's leaving, he's going to go home, but he wants to take her with him. And she has to decide if she wants to go with him or continue her journey with her mother. So there's that, and also when she's trying to decide, Prince Liyue, I think his name is, the Crown Prince Liyue. Like I said, I'm very bad at pronunciation, I apologize. His betrothed gets abducted by the demon realm, and she decides to join even though her captain tells her not to go. Her captain lover, I should say, tells her not to go. It's too dangerous. She still goes. She saves the princess of the Phoenix Kingdom, I think it's called. And then she has to save the Crown Prince. Almost dies because she used all of her energy in order to save him. But that's what she does. She does save him. And that's how part 2 ends. She saves the prince, the Crown Prince, and the princess. So I can't tell you anymore. I can't tell you about part 3 at all. Because like I said, it's going to ruin the book. So if I tell you anything, it's going to be spoilers, and I don't want to do spoilers. But anyways, my thoughts on this book. I did give it 3 stars, but only because of the slow beginning and the fact that I almost gave up. The beginning, the part 1 is so bad. It is so boring. But I'm glad I pulled through. I kept going. Like the main character here, I just kept going. And I was rewarded. It was very good. What I didn't know when I picked up this book is that there's a second book. It's part of a duology. So I do look forward to getting the second book, which comes out around my birthday, which is awesome. Maybe it'll be a good birthday present for me. But anyways, that is like I said, I highly recommend this book. I do warn, it is a very slow read in the beginning part. Part 1 is very slow, it's very boring. Not much happens, but if you can get past the first part, part 2 and 3 in this book is worth it. Especially 3. 3 was amazing. So yeah, I am quite happy with this book. Like I said, I did give it 3 stars only because I'm a very impatient person. But I do highly recommend this book. And I thought I was going to do 3 parts for this, but I didn't think I was going to finish it in 2 days after recording the first part of this video. So that just shows you how much I loved parts 2 and 3. So, gorgeous book. I did add it to my Amazon book wish list because I do want this book. I love the cover. I do love the story, the concept. I love mythology from every cultures. So I'm curious on what the second one's going to be about. So I'm really excited. But I can't stress how much I recommend this book for people to read. Especially if you don't mind the slow read in the beginning. If you like mythology and everything from different cultures like I do, you'll like this book. So, other than that, That's all I have to say about this book. I do love it. But I did have to give it 3 stars because it was debating between, if I could give it 3.5, I would. I couldn't give it a full 4 stars, like I said, because I almost DNF'd this book. I was like, no, if I can't do it, it's too slow. But I pulled through. And I have done it. That is awesome. I love it very much. Like I said, I highly recommend. So I will see you guys next time. I'm going to go start my next book, which I found out I have read, so I have to figure out if I want to actually read it or not. So maybe you guys can let me know if I should read that book or not. But anyways, I will see you next time. Bye.